Good afternoon, Dan. This is Jordan Matthews, project manager here at Red Rock Roofing. I am here at your home, as you can see, 2325 Rossmere Street in Colorado Springs. The first thing that I really want to touch on is, upon getting off this ladder, there are two things that I'm seeing here. One, the lack of the code item that we installed called drip edge flashing. Basically, Dan, that is a 2 by 4 inch piece of metal that really encapsulates the eave of the home to protect against any of that wind-driven water and rain, as well as all of this granule loss. That granule loss can show that there was hail in the area, but really it's just a telltale sign as to the amount of wear and tear that's actually taken place here on the roof. Upon getting on the roof, I can see that wear and tear is evident throughout all faces on the roof, and you can see right there that there's not only on this shingle alone, but across the whole roof, tons of that fiberglass undermatting showing where that asphalt has actually released that granule, making it susceptible to the actual water migration into the shingle and the undermatting there. There are a couple spots where it's really evident, and you can see here in the middle of the shingle that's a big spot that's open there. There are a few other issues that I'm looking at that are really right in your face, evident. Pretty much every nail head that we have here on your roof is actually not sealed up. They're supposed to be sealed up with silicone. We can see that this one's actually backing its way out, so you have a very large void there. And that's on every single nail head that we've got here. We also have a few improperly installed nail heads. This one we call a low nail, which actually should have been up under this course of shingle. There are a few of those. I highlighted that one to show you, as well as a few nail heads that have actually popped. And so when there's not adequate ventilation on a home, or if it just gets really old and these shingles get really brittle, there'll be traffic from water and maybe even people stepping on the shingle, and that nail will actually back its way out and cause damage to the top, eroding the top much more quickly because it's more exposed. Every nail head that you have here on every ridge is actually not sealed, rusted, and there's quite a few of them actually backing out. Here on the ridge, you can see that there's quite a bit more of that granule loss and that exposed fiberglass undermatting of that shingle, and that's because it is the area that has the most exposure on any home, the ridge that is. Going into the actual pipe jacks themselves, like I said, obviously, we've got quite a bit of those unsealed nail heads. There are a few of these that are actually cracked and broken. We don't actually install with any plastics. All of our pipe jacks have a metal flashing, but you can see on these old plastic turtle vents, that's also the same case there with that cracking. As well as, I highlighted over here for you, that none of these pipe jacks are actually sealed and installed correctly because they are completely 100% missing the silicone sealant that we actually put around this top of this boot. You can see here on this boot that it's cracked, and ultimately that rubber has seen its day, which is the same as pretty much every other component that you have on this roof, unfortunately. You can see here as I look across this, all of that sheen is that removed granule and that exposed undermatting, showing me that this roof has really seen its day and it is definitely time to look at getting a replacement. A couple other things before I sign off here. You've got quite a few of these big voids in your ridge, leading to, as you might be able to tell, a really quick point for that water migration. I'm not sure that we could substantiate a hail claim if there was hail here. It was definitely quite a bit long ago, but that's not something that I want to go over with you. That's something that Andy will touch on when I give him this video and when he's able to find a time to speak with you. But when a insurance agent comes, he's going to look at hail dates and stuff like that, as well as just verifying that on your roof you've actually sustained that amount of damage. Going over the soft metals and seeing the actual dents and indentations is one of those things. I think I've seen enough here, and I think that I've showed you enough here to really show you that this roof is way beyond its age, and I'm going to send this over to you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks, Dan.